Hey there, I am Christie Ruffino, former broke single mom turned CEO of 2 six-figure businesses and best-selling author with 15 books. But it wasn't always like this. Not long ago, I was a hot mess. Yes, I did a lot of things right, but mostly I was throwing spaghetti on the wall to see what would stick. Fast forward past many failed attempts and a few incredible victories, I not only get to share what I've learned along the way, I get to bring together top influencers as they share their empowering stories, insider secrets, and valuable resources that can be used right now to step into your power. So, if you're an ambitious entrepreneur, or possibly one in the making, and you're looking to create a business and life that lights you up, well, then you're in the right place. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of the Mastery Unleashed podcast. This is Christie Ruffino. If you're listening, or if you're watching this video, or if you're seeing it as a live, I'm the host of the show. And typically I bring on guests. I have a really, really great network of people that have brilliant information that they want to share, all focused on helping entrepreneurs learn and be inspired through their journey and through their wisdom. But today we're going to do something different because I want to share with you how you can ensure your book helps you boost your revenue. Hey, you know what? I don't want you to be like I was with my first book and have it sit in boxes in the basement collecting dust. I moved, almost 2 years ago now, and I had boxes and boxes and boxes of books in my basement. And I didn't recognize initially, I do now, but I didn't recognize initially how I should best leverage that book to get me clients and to make more money. And it isn't about book sales. So I'm going to dive into 5 specific ways or fresh ways your book can boost your business bucks today. So does that sound good? If so, let's dive in. So typically, if you are a coach, a healer, a professional that is helping others, you become a influencer, or more importantly, a transformational expert. You want to help others live better lives, and you have gained wisdom, right? And you have a story and you have experiences that can help other people. But as you're building this business, you want to create kind of like a whole library of assets that can share your wisdom, because we can only spend so many hours of the day working with clients. And the more we can take that information out of our brain and get it into different resources, the better our life is, the easier our life becomes, and the more people we can help. So having a book is just one of the many channels that you can leverage your information and help more people and make more money. And there are things that you may not have known. So the first thing, the first reason, the first way that you can leverage your book to grow your business and make more money is to use it to boost your credibility. Because once you're a published author, you are separated from the masses. At one point, it used to be really difficult to write a book and publish and be picked up by publishers. But right now, it is so easy for anybody to just put anything together and throw it up on Amazon. However, that doesn't mean it's going to be quality. And if your name is on that book and you're using that book to boost your brand and get additional credibility, you want to make sure that it is quality. So there are several ways to do this, to make sure you have a quality book that attracts high-paying, high-quality clients and partnerships. One of the ways is to basically take your wisdom, your step-by-step process, your methodology, and add that construct that in a way that each one of those steps or each one of those modules becomes a chapter in your book. And I honestly used to teach book writing as the first thing to do. Like, you've got this great information, write a book. I don't anymore. I think if you've got this great information, you should teach it, you should refine it, you should get success stories, you should kind of create this whole system around helping a ton of people, and then use that system, use those modules that you've created, get them, because they're already recorded, get them transcribed, refine them, add a little bit of stories, do what you can to take that content that you already know, that you've already taught, you've already created, and then go backwards and have that used to have it become your book. So having a book is a great credibility booster. Using your methodology and reverse engineering that course or that program and then have that turned into a book is one amazing way to have your book. But before you do that, that still takes a lot of time. That takes months, if not years, to refine your program so it's a proven process that actually works. And I don't want anybody to wait that long. So another way to get your first book out, so you can use it as a credibility booster, is to have your story in an anthology book. Now, an anthology book is a multi-author, multi-chapter book that does share your story, but if it's done correctly, it should also share teaching points so the reader can not only be inspired by your story, but they can learn from you. They can become educated. They can get resources that they may not have had access to before. And so if you're going to be in an anthology, of course, love you to be in mine. We've been doing it for 12 years, way longer than most people out there. So we have a proven system. We have a quality product, but you may not want to work with us. So wherever you find out there, whoever you decide to work with for your co-authored book, do some research, ask some questions, make sure that they get a sample of their book, make sure it's quality, make sure it's been proofread, make sure the inside, the alignment, the cover, everything is consistent, and make sure that you're going to feel proud to be in a piece of their work, because you really should not go for the most cheapest option out there. And I've worked with so many people that jumped on board projects that were cheap. They thought, oh my gosh, this is great. It's only $600 or it's only $1,000. Well, I will tell you, to put together a high quality product, I, as a publisher, have to hire high quality people to do it. And so if you're only paying $600, $700, $800 for a book, even though you do the math and you think, oh, well, there's 20 people in it. Yeah, there's a lot of money coming in, but you have to pay quality people to design the cover, to lay it out, to edit it, to produce it, to market it, to all of the different pieces. So don't go cheap because your name is on that. Go quality to make sure that you actually get the results you want, which is have a good credibility booster tool to get more high quality, high paying clients and partnerships. So that's number one. Number two is long-term impact. So when we're creating digital products, when we're creating courses and programs, that is always going to change. But if you put key principles into a book, if you share your story as a chapter and you share 3 key principles, that is going to be timeless. My very first book that I was in, that I didn't produce it, I was in with somebody else, and that was back in 2012. I am still proud to share that book because I am sharing 3 principles that are timeless, that aren't, about current fads and current strategies or current, AI, all the newfangled stuff. It is timeless principle. So make sure when you do your book, especially if you're sharing your chapter or your story with a chapter, actually for both, whatever book that you share for business, you're going to have specific strategies that may be very time bound, because marketing strategies always change. And then if you have some of those strategies along with timeless strategies, that is going to make sure that your information, your digital product, your book becomes a timeless tool in your toolbox that will allow you to continue to help people and be a long-term asset that will just continue to provide value to new audiences and continue to generate more leads. So that's number 2. Number 3 is to diversify your revenue. So yes, you can make money from selling books. However, so when you're in a co-authored book, there are different business models for you to make money. What we do with our clients is we allow our clients to buy the books at a wholesale price, and then they have the ability to sell their books on any different venue out there, in person, online, just not on Amazon, not on Barnes and Noble, not on anything that registers the ISBN number, because this book is a co-authored book owned by all of the authors, and more importantly, owned by DPWN Publishing. So the revenue that comes from books that are sold online through the ISBN number goes to our corporate company. And so what we do is we don't try to sell books. We want our authors to sell their books so they get 100% of the revenue of the books that they sell online, on social media, in person when they speak, in person when they do book signings. And that is one avenue to make money. Now, another avenue is if you have your own book where the ISBN number, this is actually a kind of a platinum plus option of the book series that we do. It's basically the same book, but this author has specifically chosen to have her own photograph on the cover. And she has her own ISBN number. Her story is in the first position. She's wrote an introduction. She has the dedication. She has everything in this book designed, or we've designed it for her to look like she is kind of the captain of the ship, right? It is her book. It is her title of her chapter. It's all about her focus with the rest of the people in her book. So this is another great option if you want to be in an anthology book where it's basically your own title and the book is registered under your name. And then the third option is to have your own strategic book that shares your methodology, like one of my books that just had to have it handy, Treasured Tribes, Timeless Principles Around Relationship Networking. And so this book, anytime somebody buys it, yes, I make money. However, it's a royalty and it's from Amazon. And I will tell you, Amazon is not set up to make me rich. So I typically get $4 or $5 max from a book sale on Amazon that is retailed at 20. Actually, this one's hardcover 24. But my paperback book is $19.95, or actually maybe $14.95. So those royalties would be about $3. And the royalties always vary on who bought it from what platform, whether it's US, whether it's the UK, whether it's Canada. Like Amazon has different royalty. It's a really complicated calculator. And so I basically kind of, in my mind, when I get a royalty check from Amazon, I just think of it as bonus money and not something I count on. But what you can count on is using your book as a revenue diversity tool to get more clients and to use it to book more sales and to sell more high ticket offers, or to get at your people access to more exclusive content. And so in my book, Treasured Tribes, I have offers throughout the book that will encourage people to go to a page on my website and buy a program. In our co-authored books, all of our clients have the opportunity to, with their story and their contact information, share a lead magnet so that we'll get all of the readers out of the book and onto the website to sign up on their email list to get a free gift that aligns with their chapter. So look at your book not as a cash register for ching book sales, but as a way to get clients, as a way to sell products and do other things that use that as the way to boost your revenue, not necessarily by selling a book. Okay, so we've talked about 3 so far. Boost your credibility, long-term impact by teaching valuable information, diversify your revenue. And now we're going to talk about 4, because a book, no matter which type of book you have, it is a brilliant strategic marketing tool. You can use your book, as I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, as a lead generation tool. You can even offer it as a freebie. You can create an amazing book funnel. And this is a strategy that many experts have done where, and I did this for a while too. I actually got a ton of people to buy my Treasured Tribes book when it came out by offering a free with paid shipping bonus. And so anybody that signed up for that book, when I had that funnel set, they only paid, I think it was like $4.95 for shipping. And then I mailed them the book for free. Now, yes, it's a lot of work because I have to have the inventory. But what was great about it is I had people that were completely interested in my focus. They wanted to learn how to network. So they were really good potential clients for me. And I know many of the people that signed up for my book funnel back then ended up by joining my organization, the Dynamic Professional Women's Network that I had going at the time. It's closed now. But it was a brilliant opportunity to market myself, my business, get the eyeballs, the people that didn't necessarily know who I were before then, and get them into my world where they can make a decision. Yeah, I want to work with her or not. So using your book as a strategic marketing tool is, I believe, much better than so many other things out there. And there are different ways you can use your book as a strategic marketing tool beyond a book funnel. There are people that will do a free chapter, like get the first chapter for free as a way to get people on their list. There's also, gosh, so many ways. Doing a book signing, doing a book launch. I know I've done where I've gone into Barnes and Noble. Now, my Treasured Tribes book is there. And honestly, all of our Overcoming Mediocrities books are on Barnes and Noble, but they're on the online store. So I actually went into a physical store, put this on the shelf next to a Chicken Soup for the Soul book, took a picture and be like, hey, look at what I am. My book is next to Jack Canfield's book. Now, yeah, I took it back with me. I didn't leave it there. I didn't want the Barnes and Noble people to get confused, but I was able to come up with that and many other fun, unique ways to use my book, take pictures, put it on social media, and get people to look at my message, right? Like how to get the attention of your audience. And a book is a great way to do that. And finally, I think one of the best ways to use your book and leverage your book is to just use it as an educational platform. Because I will tell you, there are a lot of people out there that are suffering. You have the solution for them. You have brilliance, you have wisdom, you have so much information that you can help so many people. But as you get better and as you continue to refine your expertise and get more case studies and more experience and get amazing results with your clients, your prices are going to go up. Heck, that's kind of part of the process. But think about this. Now you've got this brilliance in your head and you know you can help people. Once you get that information into a book, it is so affordable. It is basically a resource that anybody can get, even for free if you go to the library, right? So it is a brilliant tool to be able to make an impact by sharing your wisdom and sharing your stories. So when we work with clients, we typically focus on them and their stories. What I love about having my own book, and I give my books to my clients and specific books to specific clients based on their focus. But what happens is that client gets to read a little bit about me. They get to know a little bit about me. They feel great. I sent them a book. And what I do, I don't actually send them a book that I have here. I go to Amazon, order the book from Amazon, get it shipped in 2 days, have it be put in like a little gift bag. So they get this awesome gift from Amazon in a gift bag. They're so happy. I know I'm always happy when I get an Amazon prize or prize present. And so I do that. I do that with the gifts, the books that I send out. And not only are they super excited, yeah, I pay retail price, but then I get a royalty. So it's not really retail. And if I were to ship a book out, I'm shipping the book, which maybe costs $3, $4, $5. Plus, I'm paying for shipping, where I don't know about you, if you've shipped anything lately, shipping is crazy expensive. So I end up by paying maybe about $4 or $5 more by ordering through Amazon than if I were to just do it myself, but it's saving me time. And it's honestly way easier. I just go in and add an address into my Amazon account. It gets shipped out. So, and then it's checked off my list. I don't have to worry about it anymore. So having a book is a brilliant way to create this educational platform that anybody can get, learn from you, and change their life. Now, some of these people may make great progress, and they may say, hey, who is this Christie girl? How can I get her to help me more? Yeah, maybe some of them will turn into clients, but that's not my goal. My goal is to be able to get this information out of my head and help you get your information out of your head, so that way you can put it in a book and be able to put it out there to just make a difference in the lives of others. So I hope that you found this helpful. I love interviewing way better than I just love being this talking head sharing information. But if you're still with me, I want to just give you a big kudos. Thanks for hanging on. I'm hoping that some of the information I shared was helpful, that you learned something, or that it kind of created a light bulb moment, or maybe inspired you to go ahead and get your book done, or to be in an anthology book. I just encourage you to do your research and make sure whatever option you take creates a product that you're going to be proud to have your name on. Because I will tell you, I've talked to a lot of people that took that first experience and threw all their books away. They're like, I don't even want anybody to know I have these, or that my name is on this. And so I don't want that to be the situation for you. I want your book investment of your time and your money to actually turn into a great resource for you as you're growing your business and you're making a bigger impact in the lives of others. So if you're still hanging on, if you're still with me, I'd love to invite you to jump on a story strategy call. We are working on our next book, which is our first book in the new series of Unleashed books. And this is going to be Masters Unleashed. All you have to do is say yes, and we will help you determine which story is your signature story. And we don't want your trauma story. We don't want your hero story, even though it may be the story we use. The focus is to find the story that paints you as the person that is going to help your ideal client have their best story. And that is the goal. And we will help you clarify that, because I know it's really hard to do for our own self. Our stories are all so important to us, and it's hard for us to see and extract all that information in our head and put together the best story and put it together in the right way that is going to make the biggest impact for our best fit client. We help you do that. We help you determine what you're going to teach them in your story. We're going to help you craft your story so it does kind of create value for the reader. We're going to allow you to not only put your contact information, of course we will, but we will have a spot at the end of your chapter where you can actually showcase your free gift. We want anybody that reads your story, whether it's somebody that knows you or somebody that found you by reading somebody else's story, we want them to be able to, I don't have my phone handy, but just pick up their phone, scan your QR code on your gift, maybe go to the little bit.ly link and go to your website and opt in. Now you've got somebody that's interested in what you do. So we help people with that. We also help you with the editing process. Of course, we've got an editing team, we've got a production team, we've got a publishing team, we've got all of the people that we've worked with for years to help make this process easy for you and fun, because I'm all about fun And when we get our author team together and we start getting to know each other, it's just incredible, the collaboration opportunities that kind of unveil themselves. We've had many clients that have gone on and created partnerships with each other. I've done joint venture opportunities together because we're all like-minded people. We're all looking to make an impact in so many other people's lives. And when you're able to align with people like that, magic happens. So again, I'm going to make sure that there's a link for a free story strategy call. I only do so many a week. So make sure you jump on a slot that fills, because at a certain point that week will be closed and you'll have to wait for the next week or a couple weeks down the road. And they're only quick, they're only 15 minutes. But in that process, when you apply for that call, there are going to be some questions that we need to know from you, because I'm going to look at those questions, make sure that I feel you're a good fit for one of our books. And then if so, that call is really designed to have you ask me questions about our process and really just get more clarity around if you feel that this is going to be a good fit for you based on where you're at in your business and the goals you're trying to achieve. Because my goal is for this to help you get clients. My goal is for this project to help you fill your program. I have worked with hundreds of women and a few men over the years to help them put their amazing signature story together. And what I found is many of them didn't have a what's next. And so I do have like a sister program that will help you create your high ticket program that may be a good fit too. So we do the story, we get the book done, we get your program done. We have a combination of doing them both together or do one at a time or one individually. Either way, I don't want anybody to have boxes of books sitting in their basement collecting dust. I want your book to be used as a leveraging tool to grow your business, make more money, and most importantly, help more people. So I'd love to connect with you, see how I can support you on that journey. And at the very least, I hope you found some information on this show to be helpful for you to just go ahead and implement on your own, and just know that I'll be cheering you along the way with whatever you're looking to do. So that's all. And we will see you on the next show. I've got some more amazing guests lined up that I can't wait for you to get to meet, learn from, and then head over to the gift vault. And actually, you know what? I've got a couple things that I'm going to add to the gift vault. So make sure you check the link below, and I will point out, I'm going to figure out what's the best gift to give you that is in alignment with this show. But check out the gift vault button below and go ahead and head over and you'll be able to get access to that. So thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Thanks for listening to the Mastery Unleashed podcast, where we believe that everyone can have the business and life of their dreams by turning their mess into their greatest message and following their purpose to help the people who need their newfound wisdom and resources. To learn more, visit masteryunleashedpodcast.com. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review to this show.